fellow travelers, welcome back to Tripping with Rachel. As promised, on the last video, my nephew came back, and although it's not peak summer yet, the weather is nice and the days are longer and warmer, so perfect for exploring the outdoors. Starting on Friday afternoon, our first stop was Killiney Hill. This public park is located about 30 minutes by car from city center or about 1 hour by dart. It has free parking, free entrance, it is pet friendly, and a really easy warm-up to start our outdoors adventure. The woodland here is home to native Irish trees such as oaks, ash, and birch mix with ornamental species planted during Victorian times. The paths are well maintained, with few steeper sections, but easily done on your own time. There is a small cafe in the beginning and a bit further a public bathroom that isn't the greatest, but it is there. The famous obelisk, completed in 1742 during the famine, stands not only as a viewpoint, but also as a reminder of Ireland's resilience. We took about 2 hours to explore the area, stopping frequently for pictures and to take in the view. The hill offers spectacular views rising to around 153 meters above sea level. From the top, you can see Dublin Bay, Howth, the Wicklow Mountains, and the Irish Sea. One thing you will notice almost everywhere between spring and early summer is the bright yellow flower. These are gorse, an Irish native plant that provides shelters for birds and food for bees and other pollinators. We finished the day really tired and warmed for more on the next day. Saturday, we started the day by exploring a part of the Wicklow Mountains National Park, Ballinastoe Woods. At the main entrance, there is a car park and a food truck where you can get a treat and a drink before starting. For this activity, I recommend to do it by car. It took us about 1 hour drive from city center. Theoretically, you could take a bus or dart to the base of the mountain and a taxi up to the top. It does show up as an option on Google Maps, but I wouldn't recommend it because it can be really difficult to find a taxi back, and you don't want to get stranded in the middle of the mountain. There's no buses and no sidewalk. The walk starts by crossing a pine forest that can only be described as enchanted. Once you find the boardwalk, follow it until to the top. It is an easy walk between the trees. This magical forest has become famous for its paths lined with towering pine trees, creating one of the most photographic woodland scenes in Ireland. The park is home to ancient oak woodland, heather, marlin, peat bogs, mosses, and hardy mountain grasses. Ireland's peat bogs are particularly important because they act as enormous carbon stores and provide a unique habitat for specialized plants and wildlife, such as red deer, foxes, badgers, mountain goats, crystals, and buzzards. As we moved along and gained elevation, we noticed big changes in the vegetation. The closed-line forest gave way to an open field of low bushes. With an open landscape, the mountain's drops in the background was just crazy. Following the wood board, we kept walking until the top viewpoint to see the Lough Tay, also known as Guinness Lake. The nickname comes from the lake's dark stained water and the white sand at the top that resembles a pint of Guinness. The property also used to belong to the Guinness family. The view is honestly amazing. We sat at the top and soaked on the view for a while and, of course, took a lot of pictures. After walking for hours, we were starving. So for the best meal around, we drove about 30 minutes to Ireland's most legendary pub, Johnny Fox. Open since 1798, it is the highest pub in Ireland, sitting at 267 meters above sea level. Walking inside feels like stepping into a living museum. I could spend hours looking at every wall. It's all covered with antiques, old farming equipment, vintage photographs, newspapers, and historical memorabilia collected over generations. The pub also marked Irish history, as it served as a point of gathering for travelers, locals, and rebels who fought against the British rule for an independent Ireland. An important note is that they do have a pet-friendly bar, but the pups are not allowed where they serve the food, so we did rotations to stay with Pucci. It's honestly an Irish experience. They offer traditional Irish dishes, Irish live music, and a holy night that combines Irish dancing, storytelling, and folk music in an unforgettable presentation. Over the years, the pub has hosted politicians, writers, musicians, and public figures. It's a gathering place where Irish culture, politics, and history naturally mix over food and music. We enjoyed a pint, the live music, and the food was absolutely banging. So whether you stop for lunch, dinner, or a show, it's one of those places where you don't just visit, you experience a piece of history. Sunday, we ditched the car and hopped on the Dart to Howth. The ride takes about 40 minutes from city center. You can get your ticket in the machines at the Dart station or use a leap card. Tickets from the machine cost about €3.30 single trip, and the leap card about €5 the round trip. To get a leap card, you can buy it in the train stations or local convenience stores and recharge it through an app on your phone. Don't forget to tap your leap card on your way in and out at the Dart station. Just across the Howth station is the Howth market. We did a quick stop to check the shops. Some were still closed because it was still early, but they have some lovely crafts, trinkets, and food stalls. We ended up getting a coffee and a treat before starting. Howth is a charming harbor village established back in the 9th century by Vikings. It has been an important fishing village since then. Throughout the centuries, Howth has welcomed merchants, fishermen, sailors, and travelers from all around the world, keeping a busy, working harbor still today. The walk from the Dart station until the entrance of the trail took us about 30 minutes. After walking along the harbor, we started going up to the residential area. Be attentive to not miss the Ballinastoe house, where the famous Irish painter Jack B. East and his poet brother W. B. East spent part of their childhood in the early 1800s. The dramatic coastline, sea view, and local folklore of Howth left a lasting impression on both brothers, inspiring Jack's artistic vision and influencing his brother's fascination with Irish myths and legends. There are a couple choices of trails you can do. We chose to do the Blue Route, which is one of the most popular ones. It's around 7 kilometers and it took us about 3 hours to complete it, but the time again will depend on your pace and how often you stop for foods. I would rate it as a moderate walk with some uphills and uneven sections. Maybe what it was more challenging for me was the proximity to the edge. Some parts can be a bit scary. Because of that, it's really important to keep your dogs in the leash at all times. The trail includes some of the best coastal views over Dublin Bay, Ireland's Eye, the Irish Sea, and the Wicklow Mountains in really clear days. The cliffs are home to thousands of seabirds, including gulls, guillemots, fulmars, and cormorants. The coastal vegetation is especially adapted to survive the strong sea wind, with hardy grasses, sea campion, wild thyme, and bright yellow gorse bushes that colors the cliff. If you're lucky, you might even spot gray seals swimming below or dolphins further out in the bay. We absolutely loved our trail, passing through the flowers, admiring the cliffs. It was really nice, and after we reached this part that we crossed all the flowers, we reached the famous viewpoint that overlooks the historical Bailey Lighthouse, which has been guiding ships safely into Dublin Bay since the early 1800s. After finishing the hike, we wandered back into Howth Harbour to enjoy some delicious fresh seafood, while watching the fishing boats return after another day at sea. It was the perfect way to end an unforgettable long weekend. And that was our long, lovely weekend I got to spend with my nephew. If you enjoyed our outdoor adventure and the information here helped you anyway, please leave a like and subscribe if you like to help me grow. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!